Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it's your first time here. I'm Alan, and today we're starting our Subnautica playthrough. If you're here, you've probably seen ads or info about Subnautica 2 coming out in 2025, and you've either played the original game in 2018, 2019 when it came out, or in 2020 like me. You've also possibly never played it before. However, if you've kept up with the game, you've also perhaps heard of a sequel already out in 2021 called Subnautica Below Zero, and now are confused about this new title. No worries, you found the right place, and I'll clarify it all for you in the next 40 seconds. Okay, let's look at the timeline. In December 2014, Unknown Worlds Entertainment released the original Subnautica game in early access. The full game was finally released out of early access in January of 2018. Subnautica Below Zero released in early access in January of 2019 and fully launched in May 2021. Below Zero is essentially not a sequel, but a spin-off set 2 years after the event of the original game. Finally, for Subnautica 2, sadly, not much is currently known about the game's setting, other than it takes place sometime after the events of Subnautica Below Zero on an unknown, all-new planet. I know it's an oversimplified, explained timeline for this phenomenal game, but I'm sure you understand the sequence a little bit better. This playthrough will focus on beginner tips and tricks I wish I knew before I started playing. If this is your first playthrough, I'll try to keep the spoilers to a minimum, and if I feel I'm about to say one, I will advise ahead of time and add on screen where you should forward the video to in order to avoid it. Also, let me know in the comments if I shared a tip you didn't know, or some valuable ones I missed. Enjoy the playthrough. And personal tip from me to you, please enjoy this game. Live it, embrace it, fear it. Just make sure you experience it like it was meant to be. Let's jump into the video. All right, here we go. Let's go.
Attention. Hull failure imminent.
Remember,
All personnel
live it,
abandon ship.
experience it, have fun with it.
Launch in 3, 2, 1.
You will thank me later. Holy moly, look up! Woo! Uh-oh. No. What happened? No! Do it! You okay? Oh, here we go. I remember this. Fire! Open! Let us go! Here we go. Music. Everything is insane. Come on. Let's check that. Did we get it? We did. Here we go. Booting emergency mode.
You have
I love that
suffered
sound.
minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
I'm not going to go through all of this with you. I'm pretty sure that you will figure this out. Tab will let you out of this. All right, so let's start fresh. This is your pod. This is where you start. Tip number 1: when you first come in, look at the storage unit. Inside the storage unit, you will find items like a flare, water, and food. Grab everything that you, not everything, but at least grab 3 so that you have them on you. And then it's also a good place to store that fire extinguisher that we're not going to need. You can put it back in here. All right. You also have a medical kit fabricator in here, and that medical kit fabricator is on a timer. Essentially, that timer will, once that timer has done or finished, you will get another med kit to use. Okay. Tip number 2, and that's not necessarily a well-known item in Subnautica. Essentially, there is nowhere that you can sit in this game, so you cannot sit in this chair nor in the other one once you're inside the pod. And then you could ask yourself, hey Alan, why would I want to sit? Well, you should know that whenever you sit down, so if you'd like, right now here we're not expanding oxygen. However, our health meters, so the food and the water, is moving. So we are getting hungrier and we are getting thirsty as we move along forward. Now, when you sit down, none of those two, so food and drink or water, they do not move forward. So essentially, if you're sitting down to read your PDA, because you'll see, you'll get some voice logs that you can read, and there will be several items that you'll be able to read, especially from the data bank, like in your blueprints, like the air pumps, the handheld scanner, the repair tool, aquarium, fabricator. You know, there's a ton of stuff for you to read, like the lore in this game, and everything that gets described around it is just insane. So whenever you're standing, you're expanding. You see on the bottom left of the screen here, you're expanding food, you're expanding water, but if you sit down, you're not. So here we go. That was your tip number 2. All right, now tip number 3. This here is the broken radio. Now, spoiler alert. So if you don't want to get spoiled as to what this does, on your screen right now will be a moment, will appear a time that you need to forward this video to so that you don't hear the spoiler about the radio. All right? All right, let's go. So the radio, you need to fix it and should be your primary objective right now. Well, not your primary objective, but this is the primary item that will advance the story forward. It's essentially what this is. Basic materials. All right, look at your fabricator and get yourself familiarized with some of the things that are in there. Now, in the very beginning of the game, what you want is you'll want to be able to figure out how to do and how to get water, and you'll want to figure out how to create like equipment, like an O2 tank, fins to swim, etc., etc. So, okay, we're moving to outside for the first time. That is our ship. There's not an inch of dry land in sight.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
All right. Yeah, so if you've never played this before, get ready. This is about to get insane. Huh? Alright, the other thing you should know is that every single game, your pod lands at different areas. So it's a small radius, but I just landed here. You will be able to see your ship, but this pod always lands in different areas. So, alright, so we're very far from the last time that we jumped in. You know, we saw some shit, and now we don't see anything. which is really weird. We're going in the wrong direction. We don't want to swim towards the ship. We want to swim away from the ship. Because you want to find a reef or stuff that you can... Stuff that you can use. Oh my god, why am I getting so close to that ship all of a sudden? There we go. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. For some reason... Alright, here we go. For some reason I was swinging in the wrong direction.
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
Alright, so the fish we just saw, these fish will give you water, which we...
Oxygen.
And you can enter your pod from underneath it. So, you see now the sustenance has appeared, so we can either cook the food or make water from it. So we'll make water. Because these only make both, they make actually both water as well and as cooked food. But they are a better water source. However, from the perspective of something to eat, they are also easier to catch than the other ones. Got him. Okay. Okay, let's go cook the food, because you can eat the food raw, but it's definitely not the same. So we're gonna go back to the fabricator, and we're gonna cook this.
The fabricator cooks
And we're gonna cook the boomerang.
organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure,
And we're gonna make
bodily
water with the
fluids,
other one.
and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
Okay. Now when you go to your inventory, you can... So this is the cooked peeper. You can eat it. Alright, good. Eating it sustains, you know, back everything that we need in order to keep going. Alright. Ooh, nighttime. Gotta love it. Again, if it's your first time, go through it. Alright, next tip. You'll realize very quickly that A, you can't hold your breath very long. I don't know what this does again. B, you're absolutely not a fast swimmer. C, you get thirsty very fast. D, you get hungry very fast. And then the last item is that you are essentially defenseless. So it's really difficult to go down and or go, you know, and get things done. So, all right, let's have a look here. So, next tip for you is these are basically your priorities for the next, for the first 15 minutes of when you land into the game. So in terms of equipment, you want to make sure that you get a little bit more oxygen. In order to do that, you need some titanium. You can, by the way, there's another tip for you. You can pin items to the top of your screen by right-clicking on your mouse. If you're on console, I don't know what the console equivalent is, but on you can look it up in your controls. But on PC, you can right-click, and then you need 3 titanium to create a standard oxygen tank. You can pin more than one item, so you need silicone rubber to make the fins. But let's be honest, in order to get silicone rubber, you need some creepvine seed clusters. They are not easy to find, and for the first time, whenever you're looking for them, it will be a scary moment. But yeah, you'll get used to it. It's this game has a lot to offer. Okay. So, what we want to do first and foremost, there's no particular order. So you want to be able to breathe a little bit longer underwater. You want to be able to swim a little bit faster while you're in the water. So you want to get an oxygen tank first. Second, you want to get the fins. And then after that, you can start with the 5, I guess you could say 5 priorities. I'm going to say 4. The first is you want to try to get the habitat builder tool. The second is if you can, you want to be able to make the laser cutter. You want to also create beacons so that you can put one on your base. And
detecting increased local radiation levels.
Okay.
Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
So, yeah, you want to be able to make this the Sea Glide. That's going to help you get faster underwater as well, and so on and so forth. So, those small things that you get to do will absolutely help you in your quest to getting stuff done. Okay, so we're gonna. I'm just gonna go back here. So I want to make these 2. So we're gonna go back down. It's a creature egg. We don't want creature eggs right now. What we're trying to find, and you have to be mindful of everything happening at the same time. So this is how, so if you break a limestone, you can do so with your hands. The game will give you the piece that we are looking for. So we're going to look at reefs and what have you to try to find as many as we possibly can. At first, it'll be a little bit hard to recognize what you're looking for.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Okay. And they explode, so you gotta be aware of those. Now we have to go back up.
Oxygen.
So if you press spacebar on your keyboard, your character will swim faster to get to the top. I know that's not... We saw boxes earlier. Where are they? There they are. Alright, so... The other thing in this game also is that everything you find, you have to scan them. And in order to scan them, you need the scanner tool, which we currently don't have.
Oxygen.
Yeah, I know. So we just need to essentially try and build... Oh shit. It's gonna explode me! Yeah. Dang it. Alright. There's a tip for you. Whenever they go, just like he does, it hurts like a fucker, but you get to pick shit from their flowers. And now we have to go back up.
Oxygen.
Alright, we're just trying to find some stones here so that we can keep going. And then make that oxygen tank. Oh, here we go. Okay, we keep finding copper. Not expecting that. Limestone is usually the easiest one or ones to find in the game.
Oxygen.
I was swimming to the surface. Okay. Concentrate, Alan. Let's have a look. And we'll go through and explore all of the crazy biomes that exist in this game as well. So, it'll be a fun time. And hopefully we finish the game, you know, really close to the launch of the other one. There we go. That's number 2. I got stuck. Couldn't swim. Let's get oxygen before it asks me. If you get a chance at grabbing fish, grab it. Especially the ones that give you water. Because you'll see your resources will get scarce at some point. Another copper.
Oxygen.
There's 2 rocks over here. Let's go. There we go, that's the 3rd one. Okay, now we go back and we're going to make some oxygen. Yeah, there is. Doo-doo-doo. There it goes. Okay. This, we're making an O2 tank.
New blueprint acquired.
So once you have your blueprint acquired, it automatically gets added to your suit. If you build the new one, like the higher one, it will require the old one, and then this game does not ask you to remove it from your body before you can build it. So you can just build with confidence. What else can we do? We can do a flare, but we don't need flares right now. We're gonna cook food. We're gonna make water. Okay, so from our equipment, we don't need this. See, like now the higher capacity one requires glass, titanium, and silver ore. So glass and silver ore you will need to make. Titanium you can find. So what we're trying to do here are the fins, and in order to do the fins, we need plastic. So titanium, silicone rubber. So we need creepvine seed cluster. And okay, so in terms of tools, what we need to do is we need to find the scanner and the repair tool. So good thing is we have cave sulfur, but we still need silicone rubber. So I'm going to show you guys where you can find some of these. Okay, so the area near the ship, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but the area near the ship, or behind it, is a little bit of a scarier place to go if you're just starting out. So be aware. Be very aware. Alright, we're gonna grab some air because we're really far down. Now you see those yellow things? These are the ones that we need to go for. But you can already tell why it's going to be a dangerous adventure to go. And if you've played this before, you know what's coming. Yep, there we go. Son of a gun. They always hover around here. And they're a bit dangerous, so you try to, you know, keep your wits about yourself, figure out where they are. Grab as many as you can. We have 8. We can build 16. So I think that should help us. We know where to find them if we have them or if we need them. And again, the beauty of this game is that you cannot do anything outside. You have to go back where your fabricator tool is in order to fabricate things that you need. Oh, and here's another quick tip for you. When you have stuff in your hand, you actually swim not as fast. All right, so we need 2 of the silicone rubber. So 1...
Seek fluid intake.
Oh. 1 of those gives you 2 silicone rubber, which is enough to make the fins. So we're going to go here, and we're going to make the fins. Okay, so now so we can...
The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment, using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
Alrighty. Now you know. Okay. Alright, so the next item on our list that we want to build is the scanner tool. So we need 1 battery and 1 titanium. But in order to make batteries, see here, down here, electronic batteries needs acid mushroom and copper ore. So we will go and get the acid mushrooms. They're easily figured. You can figure out where they are. Right below you. So before we go any further, though, I will drink some water.
Vital signs stabilizing.
And we're going to eat some food. Okay, let's go. See, they're everywhere. So we're going to do that. Okay, I think we have enough. Oh, I forgot though. Dang it. So we need 1 battery and then 1 titanium. So we're going to make the battery.
New blueprint acquired.
And then, you know what? The other thing, I'm just going to go here. We don't need to know about the silicone rubber. We need that. And then once we have the scanner tool, we're going to need the repair. Oh, that's why we need silicone. Okay, gotcha. So let's make it while we can. All right, so now we know that we need 2 extra titanium before we go any further. I'm going to go here. And we're going to put those in here because, you know, they take a lot of room in your backpack. All right, now just go break rocks until we find the two items that we need. And remember, we have a new O2 tank. And so having a new tank gives us a little bit more time underwater. And that's a good thing. Like I said, at first, it's going to take you a while to identify some of those items that you need. But after a little bit, it's going to go much, much faster. I promise. Metal salvage. These things will come in handy at some point. And like I said, and I'm going to say it again, live this game. Immerse yourself in this underwater world that you find for the first time. It is absolutely worth your time. There we go. Now we can build our two new tools. Jeez, we really went far away. All right. Okay, tools. So we're going to make the scanner tool first.
The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data.
Okay. In other words, what she's trying to tell you is that you can scan everything. And here's your next tip. Scan every item you can. Like every single one of them. Absolutely scan everything. You'll thank me later. Okay. All right. So now, where we go? We'll do this.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
Okay. Oh, now it's nighttime. Okay. Oh, I'm going to add this. We talked about sitting earlier on in the pod, which we cannot do. And we talked about, you know, how when sitting takes away prevents your character from, for the food and the water to to go away. It does the basic same thing for sleeping. However, if you sleep, you just go past nighttime. Is basically what's happening. So what you want to do is scan the stuff. There you go. And they will tell you what they do. So I wish it was daytime so we could find the wreckage we found a little earlier. Because that would absolutely help us. Because we saw this, like there was a piece of the Sea Glide, it was called. And so you can't do much Indigenous life form. So essentially scanning stuff. Scanning stuff will show you the possibilities of what it is that you can do within the game's confine. I'm trying to find it. There they are. And whenever you do, it basically tells you what you can do with it, or at least it gives you a hint as to what you can do with it. Once you've scanned them. Oh, there's something to scan. That.
Caution. Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
Okay, let's go make some food and more water. 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 And then by the time that happens, we will most likely be able to go for it afterwards, and the daytime will most likely be closer. Okay, I know this is boring, but trust me, you'll be happy you did all of this earlier on. Because resources are so scarce in this game in the beginning, especially when it comes to, you know, like, especially when it comes to food and water, and yes, food does have a shelf life in this game, so. All right. Okay, let's go see. Okay, daytime is here. Because we need to go. Okay, where did we put? Okay, not in this direction, that's for sure. I think it's closer to over there. That's why the Sea Glide is it's such an important asset to own really quickly, because it'll permit you to go further out. So these take up a lot of room in your inventory. So now what we want to try and do is find the wreckage we saw a little earlier and then try to scan the Sea Glide items so that we can build it.
Oxygen.
Oops. Oh, we were so close to that. I don't want to be that close to that ship. At least not yet. Remember, you swim faster without something in your hands. Need to remember where that thing was parked. I don't remember being that far down, so... Where is it? Oh, there we go. Alright, so we need to scan a second one. We're getting close to the wreck we saw a little earlier. Because that box, if that box is telling us anything, is that we're close, or there are other items that are close to here. Wreckage. Woo. There it is. Oh no, that's not it. That's a gravity trap fragment. That's one of two as well. But I remember... okay, so we're gonna get the grav trap.
New blueprint acquired.
Let's find out if there's anything here worth scanning. What about this? Oh, there it is.
Oxygen.
Damn it. Yes, that will happen often. If you hold spacebar, he will stay up. There it is. All right.
New blueprint acquired.
So, oops. Well, let's go see. Oh, of course. Welcome to nighttime. Let's go see what we need to build that Sea Glide and the grav trap. So we need a battery, some lubricant, a copper wire, and a titanium. So let's have a look. So we can make a battery. We can make a copper wire. Lubricant. Oh, we need creep vine, which we put in here earlier. I don't remember if it was more than one, but lubricant.
Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
Oh, look at that. picking up the metal salvage has helped us because it'll give us 4 titanium, which essentially means that now we'll be able to do the Sea Glide.
The Sea Glide will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Okay, so I don't think we can make this one. What is that? That's a pipe for breathing, the floating air pump. What about in here? Let's make a survival knife.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
Knife is the only exception. Okay. Alrighty. We don't need a flare. We already have one. We don't necessarily need an air bladder for now. I would love to do a flashlight. Now, what do I need to do to get glass is we need quartz. Now, the only the only place you can actually get some quartz is where it's basically in caves. So, let's go show. See, like right here. So we were very lucky. We got 2 quartz. And then I'll show you. Much faster. Okay. We wanted to do this one. We needed 2 glass. So 2 quartz is going to give us 1 glass. And in order to make this one, we need 2 glass, 4 titanium, and then a silver ore, but I don't think we can find silver just yet. Alright, here's another tip for you. On the top right of your screen, you see the radio is flashing. We established earlier, the radio is your main source for advancing the story forward. Okay? So remember that.
Receiving pre-recorded distress call, laying back.
This is Life Pod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us. Seriously. 3 out.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Okay. This is where your stuff will be. Everything new that you have created. It says uses artificial gravity to attract light objects and small creatures.
Congratulations, survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity. Be sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle development.
Gotta love it. She tells you that you exceeded your exercise quota because swimming was your favorite one. It's you can't make this stuff up. Okay, what I wanted to look at is the beacon manager. Life Pod 3, we want to put at a different color than this one so we can identify them. It's 487 meters away from us, and it's shallow. So in this game, essentially shallow means they're underwater, and the pressure is something that you need to think about.
Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours. Life pod secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
Alrighty. I forgot to fix that earlier in the game. So the pod is fully fixed. And this thing will eventually explode. So, you know. 487 meters and it's nighttime. I don't think it's a good time. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go... scan some fish. Okay. Thought I had him. Fish. Let's get some of the puffer ones as well. Oh, come on. Got him. Okay. They're not fast, but when they start swimming, yeah, they really go away fast. And she meant it when she said, you know, get some supplies. You will need it. As we don't want to... As we don't want to go adventuring without it. All right. I don't think we needed that much, but still. 9 items. Okay, so we're gonna drink some water. We're gonna eat the food. And we're gonna use the first aid kit to bring us back to 100. Open this, grab the kit that's in there so that the fabricator will start its secondary systems online, outgoing radio offline, incoming radio off online. Flotation device deployed, hull integrity okay, environment, uncharted ocean planet 4,546 billion. Oxygen, nitrogen atmosphere, waterborne bacteria levels high. Yay. Okay. Where is that beacon? Over there? Alright, let's go. Let's get the Sea Glide. So essentially shallow, we were saying it earlier, essentially shallow basically means pressure. And there will be a threshold you will not be able to go to. However, the game will give you these waypoints in order for you to essentially try and push yourself to go to areas you wouldn't have gone to in other circumstances. Yeah.
Oxmere blueprint acquired. Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended.
Alright. Cut creepvine with a knife. Right. Okay, let's go. Scan it first. Oh my god! Yep, that happens. Mother flippers. Get out of here. Oh. I've played this game now 2 or 3 times, and every single time I play it, they scare the living crap out of me the first time I meet them. Oh. Okay.
Oxygen.
Oh, holy crap. Sea glide away. We're gonna go for some oxygen, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go find some more crystals. Oh, my inventory is full. Dagnabbit. Okay. A compass, we need wiring kit and a copper kit. Compass is always good to have. And now we can do fiber mesh. And then we need to make this, and then we need, in order to make the wiring kits, we need a silver ore, which we'll need to go and find. But right now, in terms of basic materials, the copper needs copper ore, of course. And then we could do a waterproof locker, which would absolutely give us items or stuff that we could put. We could put outside. Okay, let's go back. Copper is a good thing. Okay. That's 2 copper. Keep an eye on our oxygen. Okay, sulfur plants, check. Oh gosh, I was almost gonna go down.
Oxygen.
Okay, this is where we were originally. Okay, that's the Sea Glide. But remember, whenever you scan something you already have, the game will give you some materials for it. So inventory is full, so we can't use it. Inventory is full. Alan, why'd you do that? I don't know. Said 4. Okay. We were going to get done. We wanted to do the flashlight. So we needed a battery, which I believe we can now make. There we go. And then it was glass. Well, let's not make it just yet. Fantastic. So a flashlight is now a unit that you can put in your items. I will put the flare. Oh. Okay. I guess we have to make some resources. I'll make a battery. Because that's never a bad thing to have with you. We don't need the scanner. We don't need to make a flare right now. We can make water. We have some fiber mesh. Let's make more glass. Okay. All right. Remember, the other thing is the areas you're afraid to go to in this game are some of the areas where you'll find more stuff. Literally. See this dude? Holy moly. Exploring the biomes is also a good thing. It's called a brain coral. You know what, before we do anything stupid, and the game will tell you if you go too far. Here, what you have to watch out for is those little animals that roam around.
New blueprint acquired. Emergency. A quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The reactor will reach a short-range scans suggest this bio supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks. 4, 3, 2.
No! The Aurora has exploded. Basically now what this means is that after it's exploded, now the area near it has become radioactive. So you can't go there unless you have a radioactive suit. Is basically what the game's telling you. Go, bioreactor.
New blueprint acquired.
Jesus, we're far down. We really need to make that.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
This is what I said earlier, right? So now the game is telling us
Integrating new PDA data. 30 seconds.
Put it away. Use the Sea Glide. I'm a grown man afraid of a game. You'll want to scan this one. It's called a reef back. Alright, where's our pod? Over there? Let's go over there. We've scanned a few items. So, we have now learned that past 100 meters, our oxygen tanks are not as good. So we deplete oxygen faster.
30 seconds.
There we go. And again, see now the radio is pinging to us, which means, essentially means we went to the pod, we got something from the pod, we will have to go read over for the pod, but it will be essentially the next point. Now, we may not be able to complete the next mission just yet because depending on where the pod or where the other item is for us to discover, but I promise you that radio is what will move the story forward. I hope you guys enjoyed our first episode. We will continue where we left off in the next episode. We will build the oxygen tank, or the larger oxygen tank, and go scan as many items as we can. Remember to leave a comment below if I did something that you felt I should have done differently, and also remember to like and subscribe to the video, share it with your friends. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys.